Hello everybody, DTC here, and I just wanted to make a quick rambling video regarding some news I've recently learned regarding PlayStation and gaming. Uh, More specifically, the discs. Sony have recently announced that, yeah, we will no longer be receiving disc gaming from January 2028 onwards. Let's actually go straight to the screen as well. So before I give my full comments, let's read what Sony have said. So again, in response to shifting trends in consumer preferences, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and retailers in digital formats only. And this was said by the Citizen Human, Senior Director, Sony Interactive Entertainment, Content and Communications. So goes on to say, as consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical discs to digital, physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and all retailers in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that all have already been released or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumers' trends as general preferences for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. Yeah, maybe for PC. I don't, it's for PlayStation. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. We will continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation in how players can access games and provide choices as where players prefer to purchase new games. Whether that's at retailers or PlayStation Store, we remain committed to delivering a world-class gaming experience to our fans, and we thank you for your continued support. I don't think they actually care about their fans anymore. And this is coming from somebody who has owned a PlayStation all the way back from PlayStation 1. Okay. And I have purchased practically all of my games via disc. Okay. I never liked the thought of going digital only. One, because I have the disc, it's here, it's purchased, it's mine, whatever. In case something happened to my PS account, my PlayStation, whatever, I've always had them here for me to play. If I ever want to go back to them, great. I have them. It's mine. I own it. When it goes digital only, essentially, we will be renting their games at full fucking price. That does not make any sense whatsoever to do that. Okay? And as a person who's owned PlayStation from the PS1 all the way to the PS5, I'm just I'm just so overwhelmingly disappointed. And the reason for that is, one second. Do you remember this video?
This is how you share your games on PS4. Thanks.
PlayStation.
Yeah, sharing is caring. Right, PlayStation, Sony. And that was obviously what won them the PS4 versus Xbox One war. As I remember when Xbox One was announced, that they announced that it would be live only and everything. You need the internet, you cannot share your games, whatever. And then PS4 came out and do this wonderful tactic, and that just ultimately won them. And PS4 sold so bloody unbearably, believably well. And then, yeah, I think we kind of saw this coming for two reasons as well. And that being obviously GTA 6 recently announcing that it will only be a digital only. I mean, I could be incorrect here, but please bear with. I believe that on release it will be mostly digital only. However, you can still, purchase the retailer GTA 6. However, it won't have the disc. Instead, it will have a code inside. And then I'm not sure if this is ultimately confirmed, But I read somewhere as well that maybe a month later they will announce or will release a disc version of GTA 6. A month fucking later after digital, when the game's been out a month and people are dying to play the damn game. But then we also saw that when PlayStation chose to release a digital only PlayStation and a disc version PlayStation, completely separate consoles. Technically for the disc one was more expensive, if I remember correctly, because you can use your disc and then you can buy games online. And now, let's be real, PS6, Xbox, next Xbox, they're all going to be bloody digital only. No discs are going to be to play. And then, look at bloody all the stores that sell games. You know, they're going to have to try and adapt to this. Yeah, I'm angry, but I'm just so much more disappointed, as it really shows how much we're cared for by these big corporations. We spend our hard-earned money to play these games, to enjoy them. I know we can go back to and play them anytime we like, but yeah. And also remember being told recently that PlayStation ruined what, over 500 films from people's PlayStation accounts that they bought, purchased, or rented, I think. So you can still buy stuff, and yet they can still remove it and not give you your money back. How is that legal? It's not like Netflix where you purchase a subscription to watch it monthly. I can't believe what I'm. And it's a sad, sad time for gaming. I know we've still got over less than a year and a half until this happens, but we need to somehow stop them from doing this. We need disc gaming to continue because, again, going back, I own this game. I own this. Look, 007 First Light. I own this. I own the disc. If I purchased it online, I'm essentially going to be renting it now. And I don't like that. I don't like that. As a disc gamer, I want to buy the disc. I want to continue to play the games on disc. I don't ever want to play games like on digital. There's maybe an art game here and there I might download on digital because I've got PS Plus. But that's about it. For new releases, I will always want to purchase the disc version. And I can tell a lot of you out there will be the same. Sorry, I just realised I did not switch me back to full screen, but I'm not really recording this now. But yeah, very, very, very disappointing news. And yeah, gaming is just it's on the decline for us, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, that's my opinion on the matter. As a again person who has played PlayStation all the way from PS1 to PS5, I wonder how yourselves as Xbox people will be. And realistically, it's going to probably make PC gaming more popular than it is already. I've always preferred consoles over PC. I know PC is technically better with graphics and everything like that, but I've just always preferred having a console. I can't explain why. I just prefer it. And if you prefer PC, if you prefer Xbox, prefer Nintendo, fair play to you. I'm not about these type of war things anymore. I don't think anybody is, to be fair, but it's a shame that we can't have our preferences these days. And yeah. Well then, that's my rambling thoughts on the matter. Yeah, I still think we're being betrayed a lot by these corporations as gamers. And hopefully we can convince them to do U-turn this. Just keep on buying disc gaming if we can as much as possible. Show that maybe disc gaming is more popular. I don't know. Because I understand a lot of you out there may prefer to buying games online, which is fair play to you guys. But as someone, again, I prefer disc gaming. So, so yeah, yeah, ramble over. Thank you so much for listening. If you have, this is one of the first type of formats, videos I've posted like this. Hopefully I'll improve in the future and I'll try and talk some more gaming news here and there where possible. Right then. Thank you so much for watching, and this is DTC signing out.